Michaela Watkins isn't entirely sure why she came to Israel. The actress, comedian, former SNL star and current lead in the critically acclaimed Hulu sitcom Casual said it's just something she's been thinking about recently. Fast forward a little from the thinking phase, and Watkins is now smack dab in the middle of an 8-day tour of the country with 28 other media magnates organized by the Jewish Women's Renaissance Project. Be the first to know, join our Facebook page. Function, D, S, ID, var JS, fjs equal D get elements tag name, S, 0, if, D get element bid, ID, return, JS equal D createlement, S, JS.id equal ID, JSSRC equal / connect facebook.net/n_us/all JS number XFBML equal 1 and app ID equal 1634148068997, FJS parent node insert before, JS, FJS, document, script, Facebook JS SDK. I caught up with Watkins, 45, during the fairly somber third day of the trip, after the group had been to Yad Vashem, and then Har Herzl, where they heard from Miriam Peretz, whose sons Uriel and Eliraz fell in battle. Watkins is clearly moved by the morning, and comes across as contemplative and reflective. Her thoughts and feelings about choosing to come on this trip are jumbled up with the experiences of the day, and what she sees as the disturbing political situation in the U.S. today. For the first time in my life I am experiencing intense anti-Semitism directed at me, and that is so weird, she said. There's a very coordinated effort on Twitter to silence people. I am not silenced for my humor, my acting, my writing, things I have chosen to do with my life. They're coming after me for something I didn't choose, which is the fact that I am Jewish. I was born this way, there's nothing I can do about it. While Watkins was always aware of being Jewish, she said she never really felt it with any intensity. She grew up in Syracuse and then Boston, and wound her way from New York to Portland, Oregon, and then Los Angeles. Along the way she did theater and improv, eventually landing on Saturday Night Live in 2008 for one season. She then appeared in a range of comedies, including The New Adventures of Old Christine, before landing her own show, Casual, on Hulu, which just wrapped up its third season. For whatever reason I didn't want to claim my Judaism for a long time, because for the way it was disseminated to me in my education it didn't resonate with me, she said. Then almost 10 years ago she participated in Reboot, a conference about Jewish identity, which flipped a switch inside her. Later she met her husband, Fred Kramer, the former executive director of the Jewish World Watch NGO, and an active member of the IKAR non-denominational Jewish communal group in LA. I met my husband and he took me to IKAR Andorra. That's where I really felt like I had the spirituality of Judaism brought to me, she said. This is not just saying and doing things by tradition, and wrote, this is how it can take seed in your and grow and become part of your identity. Even with her Jewish identity growing, Watkins' friends and family, and even herself, were a little surprised that she decided to pick up and go to Israel for 8 days. While it isn't technically her first time, that was around age 12 when her dad went to a math conference in Haifa, it feels like it is. It hasn't been one of the highest places on my list of where to go when you take a trip, she said, but recently it's been starting to creep in and feel like a place I need to go, and I don't know why, but I've been having intense curiosity about it. Her friends and colleagues were surprised and shocked that she was taking off to Israel for 8 days, in part because Baruch Hashem, am I now using it right? She asks.